Oh yeah, okay.
Good morning, good morning, good morning in the afternoon, Kelsey. Hello.
Hello.
Is this afternoon there?
Yeah, afternoon.
Okay. And here, good morning in the evening, zonder Lientje.
Good morning, good evening, Rosa. Good afternoon, Kelsey.
This is
Joining from Toronto, right? Yes.
joining from Toronto. Beautiful, Kelsey. Thanks for this year that we met. For no reason, of course, just for the sake of joy. There was this great impulse to get in touch with you and to just chat a bit about maybe we start with I saw you the first time on Emerson Zooms and was was kind of I don't know, resonating totally. And yeah, my dear, maybe you can tell us a bit about you, the story, what led you to non-duality, maybe, or to Emerson, or yeah, just feel free, whatever comes up there.
Yeah. I gotta think of something. I don't know. So, how did I find non-duality? Such a loaded question. But I guess what resonated with uh, Emerson's message was that he like used to be a spiritual teacher, and then he had like come to this like realization and was just like expressing uh, like his experience so open. And I thought that was really interesting because I had never seen like a spiritual teacher like renounce spirituality. So that was really interesting to me. And
Mm.
then I had no idea he was in Canada. So later he had a meeting in Toronto. I was like, oh, I guess he's just traveling to Toronto. But I saw like his phone number was like Toronto area code.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, wow, that's so crazy. So we just like connected and became friends, which was like so unexpected. And we have like a little group of people in Toronto.
Oh,
And
cool. Yeah, he told us. So it wasn't a live meeting, a
yeah, in
meeting he
person.
did in person. And so you met him, and there is a group. He always says like, "Yeah, we're just meeting and eating, enjoying food because he is enjoying food a lot here too. This character, you know."
Yeah, yeah.
And because a lot of years I was kind of with this eating disorder, and so it is kind of just totally enjoying the food again. This reminded me when he was talking about this, like here too, and telling that you're going out and eating and having fun. Yeah.
Yeah, like the food is so good in Toronto
Okay, why that? What's different there? Why is it so
because
good?
it's the most multicultural city, I think, in the world.
Oh,
So it might be, yeah. And so you can just like eat, you can go to any country
yeah.
and get like authentic food.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
It's like there's just lots of restaurants. There's so many people. There's like 4 million people there. It's a really big city.
Okay.
Could be more. It could be
Yeah.
more. But I guess okay. So if I'm going to talk about non-duality,
Oh, oh, whatever. Don't. Yeah.
I'm like thinking of something I want to segue.
Okay.
Something else. One of like the biggest shifts before like seemingly shift was I saw a conversation with Anna Brown and Emerson.
With whom?
Anna Brown and Emerson.
Ah, okay.
I
Okay.
used to follow her too.
Yeah. Me too, by
And
the way.
what's that?
Me too,
Yeah,
by the way.
she's so fun. And there was like just this one thing, like so in this story, there's been a lot of trying to like understand the character, tweak the character, get the character to do this, to be this, like personal development, all kinds of stuff,
Mm.
And the one thing that just like felt like it shifted everything was just accepting that the character just appears. Like it was just that message. The character just appears. And that was like for me the biggest like moment where I really like I really just went more towards non-dual radical.
Mm.
I like
Mm.
it took me a while. Like I know it can't really be understood, but the character was fighting with this idea that there's nothing to get. So
Okay.
like someone would say, well, there's nothing to get. And I'd be like, well, what, like what is, you know, like it was just like this fight
Yeah.
a while. And then that like that message just like
Wait a sec, please, my dear. Wait a sec. Have you been before hearing this, getting in touch with the radical non-dual message? Have you been before in spirituality, kind of? Yeah?
yeah, I studied like non-dual meditation, like
What?
Buddhism, non-dual meditation,
Okay.
like Vipassana, Buddhism,
Okay. And was it out of curiosity, or was it out of suffering? Which
suffering.
suffering? No, it's very common. The suffering is very common also here in the story, which led to this seeking insight, seeking, not
Yeah.
worldly, because I very early got it that outside is nothing to get. Nothing. Everything is coming and going, coming and going. And then it intuitively went inside. I resonated with those inside inquiry consciousness stuff. And then non-duality popped up. Okay.
Yeah, it's like an intro to non-duality, I guess. But the thing is like where I learned, they never talked about non-duality. They just would have said non-duality. Like it would have like made things a lot easier. Like I had no idea that's what I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there was still a lot of dogma,
Mm.
a lot of concepts, a lot of pointings.
Yeah.
So, but the practice itself is supposed to be like an entry level to non-duality.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not necessarily presented that way. And I also don't recommend, like, I don't recommend it anymore.
The thing you don't recommend, the thing you did there, this
yeah, like a meditation, like doing like 10-day silent meditations. I don't recommend it anymore because like here there was this person who thought like, oh, if like everybody meditated, like
yeah.
the world will change. And
Yeah.
I would see somebody and I would be like, if this person went for a 10-day meditation, like they wouldn't be talking like this. Like
Yeah. I know.
it
Yeah.
became like this it felt like I was like becoming like a little bit of a fascist, you know, and thinking everybody had to do this.
Yeah.
They
I
don't.
totally, when you're saying this, I remember when I was thinking like this, you know. Yeah, so cool.
Just like a projection, but
Yeah.
it's also innocent. It's a projection from excitement.
Everything
Right?
is innocent. Everything is innocent. Yeah.
So that's just done now. I mean, if people want to meditate, they can meditate, but
Yeah.
I mean, it can do good. It can also do bad.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what about you? What was your like story?
Wait, sweetheart, I have here. Yeah, there's actually simply if we say like resonance, you resonate as long with consciousness and meditation and whatsoever, as long as you don't anymore. It's very simple. It is what it is. And calling this an external seeking or internal stuff like self-inquiry, making the world a better place, making myself first of all, you know, starting with the woman in the mirror or the man in the mirror. Whatsoever, it's just this already. This is here my new favorite quote from Zander Lynchen. Of course, I got it.
Oh,
And this is simply how the cookie crumbles.
right.
And yeah, there's simply no chooser, and it plays out so beautifully, innocently. Wow, as Emmy would say, wow, and boom, as Rosa would say.
Yeah.
Zanderlientje, you may add something to this?
Yeah, please.
Well, there is already no resonator. So that's just resonating with meditation, but it's empty. There's no one resonating already. So there's already no one able to stop liking meditation or not, because there's already no one liking it or not liking it. Just simply what seems to be happening, resonating with meditation or vipassana or whatever, liking football. It's empty, you know, no one is doing that. And it may just simply drop, and resonating with this and having a love for this is just simply as empty as everything, you know, it's just simply this already. Yeah, so nothing needs to happen. It's already this. Whatever seems to be happening, it's already just this.
It's full on booming perfection. I always used to say life makes no mistake. There is only life. There is no me and life. There's only life, no matter what, no matter what. There can be a full-on sense of contractedness or feeling like a me. This is only life. There is no one to start with. And this is beyond understanding. And this is not a concept. It's not an applied thing to do in daily life. I remember it was kind of an applied thing, but this was it too already.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
yes.
It felt like I had to apply it, but I know there's no cause and effect. Like there is like nothing in my life that I can like say like this was the thing. Like I can make it up just to tell a story, but really when I try to figure stuff out, like how I could have changed things or why things worked out the way that they did, I really can't pinpoint a cause. And I can't really talk about an effect. Like it's hard to tell a story without a point, but really that's why I like can't even recommend meditation anymore. There's definitely nothing wrong with it, but that's just why I can't.
Yeah, sure.
Like I don't know what will happen if you go. Lots of people will tell you things will happen, but I'm not going to say that because I really don't know anything could happen.
Yeah, beautiful. And Kelsey, you are kind of what are you doing? You did some pictures with Emmy, right?
Yeah, I do photos and videos.
Okay.
And I do creative work.
What again?
Like creative work.
Yeah. Beautiful shootings there with Emmy, you know? So
That
beautiful.
It was, I can't believe he was into that. Like, so there was just this event, like this was so spontaneous and so just like innocent and organic how we started doing photos together. It wasn't like hey, you're a photographer, like
Yeah.
pictures, and I'm like, hey, you're a speaker, let me take your picture. There was an event where you could come and just take pictures at the studio, and the studio was like a vintage vibe, really cool, but it was really cheap, like very very cheap. And I was like, oh, I need a model to like come. I'm like, maybe Emerson would do it. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, I gotta pitch this to him and see if he's into it. And then he messaged me and was like, hey, I need some photos for my book. And I was like, hey, there's this event next weekend that I wanted to invite you to. And then it just like
Boom, perfection.
Yeah.
You
So
see how life is dirigiert, the everything, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to not believe in manifestation when things like that happen. When stuff just lines up, you're just like, whoa, that's so weird. Because like I've been like thinking about asking you for like 4 days now. And then you just like bring this up. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, perfect. Like that is like divine perfection.
Yeah. Beautiful.
But no one's doing it. I think when it comes to manifestation, like me, the person, would love to take like um ownership
Yeah,
of
of
that
course.
manifestation, be like, I did that, but I
Yeah.
didn't do anything. It just happened. Just
And
happened
and
perfectly.
and also with the negative things when the shit, when the shit hits the fan.
Oh yeah.
So the me tends then the me which is not there tends to to the word, I don't know the word, to take everything so to identificate, with everything because I did it wrong, and that's why in story over story over story over story over story, and that's why this is like this. Everything is absolutely known, and the big trouble is when you don't know why this
Yeah.
is.
It's okay. So like, isn't it, do you ever find in your job that like when you say you don't know, and this is like I know there's like, do you ever, it's okay. So for me, sometimes when I say I don't know, and this is just radical, and I see like, I feel like sometimes people are like taken aback. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? And I'm just like, I genuinely don't know. And that's not a bad thing. It's just like, let's see what happens. But there's this like I guess in the story, like the character's story, the character like needs this reassurance that like things are going to be known. And where I guess when people talk about the shift and non-duality, it's like it really is going into the unknown. And that's why it's hard to say, like, does non-duality need to be applied to recognize that? Because still, like, it's, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to describe, but this character has no shame about saying, I don't know. Like, no shame.
Beautiful.
Whatever
Beautiful.
someone's reaction is, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's
Yeah,
theirs.
totally.
But I'm just like, yo, I'm not gonna bullshit anybody anymore. I'm not gonna make shit up. I really don't know.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful.
It's
I've
all theory. All
Yeah.
of this talking is theory, and it can be wrong, it can be right, and then eventually, if it's right, it could be perfect. So it's pointless.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Mm.
So I guess my question was like, do you ever feel that? Do you ever say, I don't know, work?
At work.
Yeah, at work. Do you
Yeah,
ever say like, I
yeah,
don't know?
yeah, yeah.
And how
I
was that received? I'm just
Yeah.
curious.
While you were just talking about this, I just went into the memories. This was I was kind of playing with mindfulness. I don't know, 10 years ago maybe. It was like this memory popped up, and I was at work, and um I don't know what the praxis was, but because this character was very kind of a lot of fear, panic attacks. It was daily life issue, but I was used to this, so it was kind. I noticed when things went kind of easy. And the thing which make it easy was what was it? Just to it was this is so funny now. But the thing which made it easy was that there was no Rosa between what's going on anymore. And those were very short moments, and I love them very much. And in those moments, I was sitting with my colleagues, of course, and then something, I don't know, came, and I would just like, I don't know, because it was just like so easy going, everything. And I just heard myself saying, I don't know. And they were like just totally pissed off
Yeah,
or
it
trying
can
to
be a
make,
trigger.
yeah, because also they because it was kind of a, you know, they were kind of triggered because there is knowledge acquired, you know, and this is actually a no-go to say I don't know, it's work, you know, but
Yeah.
because this plays free or always plays free, I just sensed it. I knew that it's a taboo in a way, and at the same time, this was perfect. He was like, I don't care, you know, I don't fucking care about, you know, what's going. Yeah, but this reminded me exactly. And of course, now I'm speaking very openly about but in a very playful, joyful way, kind of very humorous. But not with everybody. There are a couple of characters I'm doing this, and this is quite funny, you know. They know me. and of course very few, and to the others of course not, you know, but here is no, it happens by itself. Here is, you know, if you're talking about
Yeah.
this or that, and actually it's the same no matter what you're talking. It's everything
Yeah.
is it, you know, everything is it. It's so beautiful. And but yeah, but here's kind of drive to really get into this unknown free fall terrain, you know? Call it with you. I also don't know what I'm trying to express or say, but this is kind of this beauty, this obvious, this full-on obvious what it is, what simply is. Yeah. Huh. Sanderlientje, what about you there?
Well, you know, saying I don't know and saying I know may just simply happen. And, you know, there's no difference. It's just this, saying I don't know or saying I know. There's no one saying it already. It's just unstoppable. And yeah, anything may appear to happen, you know. I don't know, or I know. It's the same. It's just simply rising. And there's nothing wrong with saying I don't know. I mean, it's just simply what happens. I don't know or I know, and it's both this. You know,
Yeah.
it's just arising, and there's no you able to stop. I don't know or to stop. I know. It just comes apparently, and yeah. So there, you know, there's no. Of course, I don't know is already unknown. Nobody knows I know. I don't know. And I don't know has no knowing. I don't know doesn't care. And I don't know has no needs. It's just simply this already. I don't know.
And it's the same for I know. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
Yeah.
care.
totally. Yeah. Of course,
This
it's the
character
same.
still
You know,
does
I
say,
don't
I
know.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, here too.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, but
totally. But it's very funny then, you know. This is, of course I
yeah, but
know.
the
It's funny
funny
because
thing
both
is,
answers could be a trigger.
Yeah.
yeah. So well, the funny thing is, this character. You know, there is already no character saying I don't know or I know. This
It's just
character,
what's coming out.
yeah, you know, there is no character, you
Yeah.
know,
No,
swapping.
of course I don't know.
No, but you know, I mean, character gives the idea that there is not a you, but then suddenly there's a character saying I don't know.
Yeah.
There is not even a character saying I don't know or I know. There are no characters.
Yeah.
I don't know or I know is not even actually happening. It's just simply what seems to arise. I don't know. And there's no one saying that, including a character. So character seems to be like a distant thing. So instead of no doership, we place a character there, and the character is doing everything. Well, this is just another negation. There's already no characters doing anything. It's just simply what seems to be happening. Calling it a character or no character is this already. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just this already. Saying there are no characters or there is a character is just this. And that's empty.
And telling the story that in this human body there's kind of a brain which simply builds up the illusion, the abstraction of, oh, there is a me and I'm the bus driver. This is also very innocently what is.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Everything is innocent, you know. It's total. It's boundless innocence, you know. There's nothing behind this, and with this I mean nothing behind everything or nothing. There's even nothing behind nothing. There's nothing behind everything and nothing behind nothing. It's just this. Saying
So
there's just this is already.
oh, sorry.
Go on,
No,
Kelsey.
no.
I was having this thought the other day, seemingly, this character apparently was having a thought. But I always get like I do my best inner work. And this is not something I do really, but it's always when I'm like driving my car. And I think it's because I'm so focused. The character totally just falls away. And it's just like psh, like it's just pure emptiness. And I get like the best insights. Like I'll just like, I don't know, I'll do like start doing like shadow work will happen. You know, I'll like see things about this character that I couldn't see before, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
It's pointless anyways, but it's interesting and it's fun. And then I love the idea of simulation, right? Like
Okay.
we're just like empty characters, or not, whatever you want to say, but we're like these AI technologies where we all are like, we're just like when I go to Walmart, I see like, you know, kids, they're like screaming and like or whatever. Like it's just it's seemingly chaos, but it's perfection. And I just like see like the AI of everybody. It's like so beautiful. It's so cool. Like there's just so many different people and this like vibrancy of life. It's just so interesting. And like before, maybe I would be like, well, this is a simulation from God, from source. And and yeah. But like this one day I was driving, I was just like in this like deep inquiry, like just naturally like happening. And I was like, man, this is quite literally a simulation of appearing as something. Like that's all it is. It's a simulation from nothing appearing as something. And that's like a
Yeah.
long story for a very simple message, but
Yeah.
it stuck with me. Like it stuck. I was like, oh, I like that. That's nice.
Simulation. Yeah.
Of nothing, it just appears as something. It's like, where does it come from? I could say it comes from a source or whatever. But that would just be another idea. And then like, what is the source? Like, what does it look like? What are its intentions? What does it want with me? It's just like, get rid of that.
Yeah,
And
just
that's
thought,
open it.
over thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. It was just the end. It was the end of that story about like, where does this come from? It just like ended it there. And it was like, well, it comes from nothing and it appears as something. End of story.
Okay. So this was kind of so then this seeking, this drive for seeking or seeking for the one thing just dropped. Can you put it like this then?
Well, I don't think like it's not that that was like what stopped the seeking. That this is just a story of a random insight that just like came about. I don't know why. somewhere where this was like on my mind, I guess.
Mm.
But I don't think there's one like definitive place where seeking stops, because I think life kind of just is seeking. Like, we're gonna go to the kitchen, I'm gonna drink a coffee. We're always just gonna be like, moving about. I guess there's neurotic seeking, which could be like where some suffering would come from. And in that case, I would say, like, yeah, it definitely is just a story on top of the story on top of the story. It just keeps going. And if it's not good enough, it just keep going, keep going. So for me, yeah, the simplest way of just dissolving hope is really emptiness. Like, and it's not even like I'm doing it. It just like came to me. And the stories just stop. It's like, well, that's the end of that story. And it's like gone. It's not gonna really come back because it's been seen through at like the deepest level. That it's empty.
Yeah, beautiful. And what about when you're at work? Are you your boss there? So, or do you play with other characters there on
I
work?
play with other characters, yeah.
And how is it there? Do you have some? Yeah, you can talk about this.
Yeah, like, okay, so for a while I wasn't working, and then I was like a Buddha under a tree. I was getting like all these insights all the time, just like floating in emptiness, no responsibility. Then I get a job, and now I'm like, oh my
Then
God.
you was like, oh shit, I have to pay my fucking bills.
No, well, yeah, that too, but I'm like, oh fuck, I have to be a person again. Like, I have to be, like, I have to show up and like to be responsible and like tell people like I'll get things done, and like hopefully it gets done, and like, you know what I mean? It was just like I can't just like, I don't know, it was so weird. Like if you want to work with people, you still have to like show up as a character.
Yeah, of course, you have to play the role. You
You
have to say,
play.
I'm Rosa, and yeah, of course.
Yeah.
This is it.
So that was really interesting. I don't know if I have any stories about it, but yeah, that was a thing that appeared. And it was really funny. And some days I would just go to work and I'd be playing the character, but nobody was here. Like, I would leave work and I would just be like, wow, like, I can't believe I did all those things and said all those things. And then I come home and don't feel like anything. Like, not in a bad way or like a sad way. It's just like, I can't even, like, I literally can't describe that feeling. Like going through the day interacting as a character, but not really even noticing a thought. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just doing it.
This is full on directness.
I'm not even witnessing what's happening.
Yeah, this is the directness of what is. Yeah.
Then I would come home and I would be like, shit, like I didn't witness anything all day. Now I'm the witness. Right?
I did not witness.
Yeah, now I'm the witness. I come home, I reflect.
Like coming in the evening and, oh shit, I missed the whole show.
Yeah. Well, that's a weird feeling. Like, I can't describe that. And I don't know why it happens. Maybe it happens all the time. I don't know.
Oh, it's funny. I would put it here listening to you now this come up. It's like earlier there was the witnessing of all the things, of the emotion, interactions, blah. And then it was just like boom, boom, boom. And then came the thought, I don't know, I listened to it and it was like, well, the individuum, the person, the me, is always too late for the party. So there was just a party, and there was no Rosa anymore who was too late for the party. This was funny now that you're talking about this. Zander Lynchen, you wanted to add something when Kelsey was about with this character.
Did I cut you off?
Well, here, well, here is already no one playing a role or no character. I mean, there's no one not playing a role or playing a role to begin with, you know. Nor is there a character doing anything. There's just doing and playing, but there's no one. No one is doing the role play already, able to stop it and to start it. Nor is there anyone seeing it or not seeing it. It's just simply this: going to work, talking, working, watching, whatever seems to be happening, and just this naturally, interacting with people on work and interacting with other people is just simply this. It's just nothing appearing as a you doing stuff, talking and walking and interacting. Yeah, so natural, you know. It's just ordinariness, or how you want to call this. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no one is playing any roles already.
And playing roles may appear.
Oh yeah, of course.
Putting
you know,
a label, naming it like I'm playing a
yeah.
role. It's just a label. It's just
Yeah.
labeling
Yes.
me. I am controlling something. This is it
Oh,
already.
totally.
It's done.
Yes.
It's just
Yes.
naming it, telling a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
And it's as empty.
go ahead.
No, but exactly what Rosa's saying. You're naming it, or telling it is just this already. You know, it's just simply appearing to happen effortlessly. Yeah, beautiful.
Direct, very straight. Everything is it. Everything is it. No matter what. Well, what you say, Kelsey, about this directness?
Yeah, like labeling is just so automatic. I used to think that was maybe like a bad thing or like a lower vibe thing to label or judge or to whatever, but it's just
Yeah,
it's just how it
That's it
goes.
too. You
That's
know,
it.
thinking it's negative, or less good, or I need to stop it, or I need to change it. Is this already?
boom. When this was seen, this was kind of
You cannot escape it. You know, there's no escape.
Yeah.
Thoughts arising. This is negative. It's just simply this already. Thinking I need to change it. I have to do something about it. I need to be less judgmental. I need to change. I need to be more me or less me or whatever. Is this already?
It's this already, sweethearts. Let's go in part number 2, okay? I would love to
Yeah.
continue there if you like. Cool.
Wait, we have
See
to
ya.
wait 10 minutes. You
Yeah.
said we have to wait 10 minutes.